Welcome to this episode of SA Politics Unspun. We're at Cosatu House, the headquarters of the Congress of South African Trade Unions. Cosatu, since its formation, has played a crucial role, first in the fight against apartheid and then in determining labour policy in South Africa. It was in the early 1980s that several unions, and particularly the National Union of Mine Workers, realised that their main opponent was not necessarily bosses and management, but actually apartheid, and that if all of these unions could band together, they would be much stronger in that battle. It was a lengthy process. First, there were different unions in different sectors. They had to all be merged so that there would be one union in each sector, and only then could Cosatu be formed. Crucially, the person who spoke at its first meeting was Cyril Ramaphosa. It's in this room here where Cosatu's Central Executive Committee meets. The CEC is made up of the leaders of the unions that belong to Cosatu. It's also the provincial leaders of Cosatu. So what you have here is the real room where the big debates within Cosatu play out. Depending on which estimate you use, Cosatu has between 1.8 and 2.2 million members. That means the people who represent those members meet here. And that's what gives them such power, because of who they represent and, in a way, who they control. What makes Cosatu very different to other organizations is its ability to organize. So, if the people in this room decide that they want a strike and they're going to make that strike last for a week, they're able to call on those 2 million members to come out and strike. And they can keep them on the streets for quite a long time if they have to. If the people in this room decide they're not going to allow e-tolls to happen, that can have a very real impact on the ANC and on government decisions as a whole. The two biggest unions in Cosatu are the National Union of Mine Workers and the National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa. Now, over the years, tensions between the two have started to grow. The NUM firmly believes that it was the union which really helped to form Cosatu more than any other, and historically that is correct. NUMSA believes it's a bigger union and that the NUM has gone soft. Now look at the difference in their ideologies. NUMSA wants to nationalise literally everything. It wants to ban private schools and ban private hospitals. The NUM has its own investment companies. It has people who sit on the boards of big companies representing unions. As a result, tensions between these two organisations have really started to escalate. Cosatu at the moment is not nearly as strong as it has been in the past for one simple reason. When it comes to Cosatu, when it comes to unions anywhere, unity is everything. Cosatu has been unified for many years, but now there are serious cracks emerging, and as a result of disputes between its top leadership and between the unions that make up Cosatu, we've started to see the union weaken. The federation is not nearly as strong as it used to be, and as a result, some of its members are beginning to leave.